People, what's going on? You guys already know who it is. Your boy Bobby from Mentourme.com. You know, it's been a minute. It feels good. It feels great. Let me let IG Live load up. As you guys know, it's your boy Bobby from Mentourme.com. The man that teaches you financial wealth. The man that teaches you financial literacy. The man that teaches you how to win financially in life. As you guys know, Thanksgiving is always a great holiday for a lot of us. Why? Because, again, you get to spend some time with your friends and family, because it's not always easy, especially in the world that we call life. But today I wanted to talk about something that's very important. End of the year is coming. A lot of us went through a whole year. I hope things was great. I hope you invested into some things. I hope you learned a lot through my platform. I hope that you're a better person. Because, again, a lot of us sometimes as we're growing, life is moving so fast, we sometimes forget what's important, making sure that yourself is okay. Making sure that you're okay. Today we're going to talk about 5 reasons, because again, for some strange reason, a lot of people love to leave all their money in the bank. So I thought it would be great to talk about 5 reasons why 90% of people leave all their money in the bank and still financially struggle. Today, it's one of those things that we got to take time to really understand. You got to really look at life, right? It all starts from young. Imagine a lot of us, when you're growing up, your parents usually teach you a couple things. Be a good kid, especially in the Haitian culture, the island culture. They tell you, go to school, become a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist, a police officer, a firefighter. These are like the top 5 things they usually tell you. They also tell you this as you get older. They say, look, make sure you save all your money in the bank. Now, a lot of us, we do this and not realize at the end of the day, as you get older, you have to learn to readjust your mindset. Because it's not just about leaving all your money in the bank. It's how you invest it and what you do with it. Because here's the truth, right? A lot of us complain that, oh my God, life is not perfect. We're struggling. I want more money. I'm not getting paid enough. You get all the excuses in life. But you ask yourself, how do you solve these problems so you can become a better person financially and so you can leave generational wealth? Because there's nothing worse than being in this world of abundance and you're financially struggling. So today I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why people leave 90% of their dollars in the bank, even though banks are giving them less than 1%, even though banks are not giving them any true value except safety, except knowing that their money is always going to be there by the time they wake up. Today we're going to talk about that. Why do 90% of people leave all their money in the bank and still financially struggle? Number 1, we got to realize this. Lack of knowledge. Is it true to believe that the world that we live, there's a lack of exposure? There's a lack of exposure when you hang around certain people, when you live in certain areas. Also, when you look at television. Television doesn't always educate you on the best things of life. And a lot of us, we're so glued to TV, especially social media nowadays, we forget reality. We got to really understand in this world, if you're 30 years old, 35 years old, and you are still saving the same way you've been saving for 35 years, and you realize you still haven't reached any of your financial goals, you have to change something about it. Because it's not working. A lot of you have this mindset, I want to become a millionaire. I want to become a multimillionaire. But you're saving the same way you've been saving for the last 10 years, 20 years. Nothing has changed. Saving doesn't make you rich. I'm going to say this again. Investing do. And I really want you guys to understand, why is this a problem? When you're growing up, parents always tell you, make sure you just save your money in the bank. Put all your money in a savings account. Sometimes they even open up a checking account with you. And again, they've done their job, because that's all some of them know. Not to be rude, I came from an island household. That's all my parents knew, to make sure they teach me how to put all my money in the bank. But you as an adult, as you get older, you have to reevaluate your mindset. You have to readjust what you're doing and realize, hold on. Me having all my dollars in the bank is not getting me anywhere. How do I readjust what I'm doing? You start educating yourself. Nowadays, there's YouTube. Nowadays, there's multi-millionaires on YouTube and multi-billionaires giving great advice so you could better your life and be financially free. But a lot of you have this thing where, I'm too busy. Listen to audibles. Oh, I'm too busy. I don't like listening to audibles. I don't like reading books. So you don't like reading books. You don't like listening to audibles. You don't want to listen to YouTube. How exactly do you expect to be financially free? And a lot of you don't realize this. Really think about this for a minute. Hypothetically, for the normal person, the ideal person, You're making, let's say, $40,000 to about $100,000. Now, in the old days, 4 or 5 years ago, that would be kind of a lot of money, kind of, sort of, right? But nowadays, with the cost of living, making 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,000 a year, in a weird way, you're still financially struggling. You're barely at middle class, barely. Now, you ask yourself a question. How do you live a better life? How do you have an abundance of wealth waiting for you 3 to 4 years from now? You start to invest into real estate. You start to invest into stocks. You start to put some of your money into crypto. You start to invest into yourself and start educating yourself so you could be a better you, so you could financially win. Because I don't know if a lot of you realize this by now, banks are not making anybody rich, okay? The only time a bank can make you rich is if you're leveraging the bank to flip properties, if you're leveraging the bank to maybe start a business. But if you're just putting all your money in a bank, leaving it there every day and getting so excited because when you walk into the bank, these bankers know your name, you will never be financially rich. That's not how life works. This is why I'm always doing these live videos to give you guys the painful truth. That's my podcast. Again, I'm giving you guys the honest truth because that's the only way you're going to win. People, you're not going to win in life leaving all your money in a savings account. You're not going to win in life leaving all your money in a checking account. This is why a lot of us are financially struggling. But I understand why we do it, because we're programmed. Our parents programmed us. Go to the bank, leave all your money in bank. Make sure you save every dollar. Make sure you put your money in a CD. Make sure you put all your money in any money market account and get 1% on your money. What you guys got to realize is this, okay? At the end of the day, for a lot of you that DM me, that message me and say, look, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be rich. If you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be rich, you have to start learning how to use knowledge, how to educate yourself on knowledge on investing into the stock market, investing into crypto, investing into real estate. You putting all your money in a bank, you will never get rich. A lot of you need to understand that, people. Banks don't make you rich ever. The only time you can make money with banks and they can make you some dollars is if you're going to take money from the bank, leverage the bank, and actually invest it into real estate or invest it into a business. Now you're going to start making money. Here's the problem with a lot of us, right? We're living in this fairy tale world because we start to believe that, well, as long as I can keep saving, I'm eventually going to get to $1 million. Or as long as I keep saving, I'm eventually going to get to $500,000. As long as I keep saving, I'm eventually going to get to $250,000. People, let me have you understand how difficult that is to save $1 million, okay? In order to save $1 million, by theory, you would have to save roughly $100,000 for 10 years. Let's be realistic. How feasible is that? How attainable is that? How realistic is that? It's not. That's why you have to invest. See, investing into different things such as stocks, real estate, crypto, entrepreneurship can lead you or have you in the next 5 to 7 years with a nice pool of money, $5, $10, $20 million. A lot of you always ask, well, Bobby, how did you get to where you're at? I invest. I'm also a different type of guy. I believe in taking risk. I'm very comfortable taking risk. I have always been that person since a young boy. Since I was a young boy selling CDs, selling candy, selling computers, selling Macs before Macs became Macs. I used to do a lot of things before I got to the level where I'm at. So I always had the entrepreneur lifestyle in me already when I was young. But for some of you, you got to realize this. You're waking up every day, getting paid every 2 weeks. You're leaving 90% of your money in the bank. And you're asking yourself, why are you still struggling? Why are you 30 years old still struggling? Why are you 40 years old still struggling? Why are you 25, 27 years old still struggling? Because all your money is in the bank. And when you leave all your money in the bank, guess what banks do? Take your money and give out loans so people can buy houses, give out loans so people can start businesses, give out loans so people can have credit cards, give out loans to make money. See, here's what a lot of us don't understand, right? Banks take your money to make money with it. But you take your money and give it to the bank and get nothing in return. See, at the end of the day, you will always lose if you don't change your mindset. I like to call it the paradigm shift. It's very true. You have to shift how your mind is thinking. Now, a lot of people save 90% of their money in the bank for another reason. Because for a lot of people, it just makes sense. A lot of us are so programmed to, oh my God, I love logging into my account through my phone and knowing that all my money is right there doing nothing. which is, it's the craziest thing. Imagine having all your money sitting in a bank, not making any interest, any return, any dollar. Imagine you put 10,000 today, 2 years later, still 10,000 in there. Why is all your money in the bank? I learned as I really started paying attention to people's mindsets, I start realizing to a lot of people, it just makes sense because that's all you know. When all you know is leaving all your money in the bank, you start to get programmed to believing that mindset makes sense. I'm here to tell you guys, if you don't start investing, if you don't start readjusting your mindset, if you don't start really understanding how money works, start investing your money into things that can work for you. Learn that money needs to work for you and you need to stop working for the money. And if you start to understand that, you will see a better life and really understand life to a whole different degree. As you guys know, I'm a stock trader. I'm a crypto investor. I invest in crypto, certain cryptos. I'm an entrepreneur. I have several businesses. I've sold businesses. And at the end of the day, I love real estate because real estate is just a beautiful thing, especially when people are paying you rent. There's nothing prettier and nothing more beautiful than waking up every first of the month and going to your mailbox and there's $5,000, $6,000 worth of rent checks. It's such a beautiful thing. Now, it's not about me. It's about you. Number 3. There's a misperception. In a minute, guys, just know my oven is about to go off, so I'm going to have to actually, go change my meat, to flip my meat because I'm actually cooking while I'm doing this live. I want you guys to understand, right? There's another issue I realize a lot of us have, right? We have this thing where we love to get bad advice from the wrong people. There's nothing worse than a person telling you that in order for you to make it in life, you need to put all your money in the bank. You need to, as they say on the streets, just stack up, stack up, stack up. Stack up what? How much stacking you going to do before you get to $1 million? You're never going to get there. There's a big misperception with reality and this baloney shit that people say of just stack up your money all in the bank, stack up your bread all in the people, you can stack up all day. You're never going to be a millionaire doing that. But you can make $1 million or you can have $1 million waiting for you if you take some of the money that you AKA stacked up or saved and invested it into something. And that something should be either stocks, if it makes sense to you, real estate, crypto, entrepreneurship. You got to find what asset class makes sense to you. Now, when you got to ask yourself, people that don't understand investing, you got to really think about what you're doing. A lot of you like to get investment advice from people who don't do investing, who have never taken a risk, who have never invested into anything. And they're the main ones giving you investment advice. And we go to the next one, which is who? Bankers. There is nothing worse than going to a bank and letting a banker give you investment advice. I can't tell you how many people in this world do this. They go to banks and let banks give them investment advice. And this is why a lot of us were so programmed to putting all our hardworking dollars in a savings account or a CD account or a free checking account as long as you leave $3,000. Or people at the end of the day, when you want to win in life, okay, you got to learn to get advice from people who invest. I'm not saying me. I just have a lot of knowledge, but I'm not saying me. Maybe what I'm saying to you on my live videos makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. But I can tell you from experience of 25 years of making mistakes, investing, trying things, I've learned life is not hard. It just has to make sense. But you got to understand who you get advice from. And a lot of you like to get advice from people who don't make sense. If you have a broke friend who does not have any savings, don't take advice from a broke friend trying to give you financial advice. If you have a banker who is a customer service representative, meaning they work for the bank, they shake your hand, they tell you, hey, welcome to Wells Fargo. They tell, hey, welcome to Wells Fargo. Hey, welcome to Chase. People, these are not investors. They're bankers. They're customer service representatives. All they do is represent the establishment. Their goal is to give you customer service. Their goal is to sell you products of whatever the bank has. So if the bank has a goddamn CD, certificate of deposit, where you get to store your money, that's all they're going to offer you. If a bank has a regular IRA, that's all they're going to offer you. If a bank has a Roth IRA, that's all they're going to offer you. They're not going to talk to you about stocks. They're not going to talk to you about crypto. They're not going to talk to you about entrepreneurship. They're not going to talk to you about real estate. People, I want you to know, today I'm telling you guys why 90% of people in the world leave all their money in the bank. Actually, you guys give me 1 second, okay? I'm actually baking my chicken live right now. I got to go turn it, so make sure you guys stay right there. Ah, my chicken. My chicken. Ba-ba-da-ba. All right. Woo! My good chicken is coming back, baby. I can't wait for my chicken to be done. Sorry, I'm actually cooking live baked chicken. It's going to be amazing. It's well seasoned. Your boy loves some baked chicken, I'm telling you. Tonight's topic is about 5 reasons why 90% of people leave all their money in the bank. Number 1, I spoke about lack of knowledge. Is it true to believe that we just don't know better? That's all we understand, leaving all our money in the bank. Number 2, is it true to believe that a lot of us leave all our money in the bank because it just makes sense to us? Because again, when you don't know something, you're going to believe whatever somebody else taught you. You're going to always believe whatever your parents taught you. You're going to believe whatever the bankers taught you. Number 3, social factors, who you hang with. If everybody around you don't invest into anything, investing to you is so foreign. Like, oh my God, who invests? Why should I invest? Investing makes no sense because everybody around you is not investing into anything. So in your mindset, okay, well, let me leave all my money in the bank. I want to tell you guys here tonight, while I enjoy this Tito and pineapple juice, that at the end of the day, if you leave all your money in the bank, people, you will never become a millionaire. Because that's not how millionaires make their money. Millionaires make their money by investing into something. They invest into real estate. They invest into stocks. They invest into themselves. They invest into something that's going to bring them some money, some type of asset. Now, we also spoke about something that really confuses me, but it makes sense in a weird way, I guess. A lot of you go to banks, Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, PNC, TD Ameritrade, TD Bank, HBSU, whatever the hell. At the end of the day, when you guys go to these banks and get advice from these customer service representatives, did you guys realize these customer service representatives do not know anything about investing? And they're giving you investment advice. So by the moment you listen to them, you already lost. You already failed by the time you listened to a person that works at the bank. The worst advice you could get in life is letting a person that works at a bank give you advice. Because I feel these individuals, all they're going to do is sell you everything that the bank has to offer. They are not investors. They haven't invested into anything, 99% of them. And at the end of the day, some of us, because they wear a 3-piece suit, have a great delivery, they know how to, of course, tell you about the product they have. You believe I'm getting great advice because this person works for a professional establishment. And this is a problem. And it's such a problem because I have grown adult people that I'm tutoring. Oh, I forgot to close the refrigerator. Hold on. Imagine, I have grown adult students that I'm tutoring, right? And we're talking 40, 45, 38, 55, 52-year-olds that come to me for advice. They come to me to learn how to get their life in order. And I ask myself a question. Let me get this right. You've had all your money in the bank for the last 15 years. What has it gained you? What have you accomplished by having 99% of your hard-working dollars in the bank? 90% of people always say nothing. The money has always just been the same amount of money I've always had in the bank. That's why I felt this topic is such a great topic, people. You got to understand investing is the new saving. If you're not investing into something, you're not going to win. You're going to be in this world trying to financially make ends meet for the rest of your life. Some of you don't even realize that you may never retire. You will be working till you can't work anymore because you have not learned the reality of investing. And that's why I always talk to you guys about stocks, about crypto, about entrepreneurship, about estate planning when it comes to, again, when you start owning things, when you start owning assets, you guys want to make sure you have a will, a trust. That's called estate planning. You want to make sure you invest into life insurance because there's nothing worse than you check out early, you pass away early, and you left nothing behind for your siblings. You left nothing behind for your mother. Some of you right now work 2-3 jobs because your parents didn't leave you nothing behind. And how are you going to go ahead and live a life, be a grown adult, and go do the same thing? So you're going to grow up in this world, be 30, 40, 50 years old, and you're not going to have life insurance. You're not going to invest into anything, stocks, crypto, business. You're just going to keep saving and saving and saving. As they say on the streets, you're going to keep stacking up, stacking up, stacking up. I love when they say this. I'm going to be stacking up, stacking up. How far is that going to get you? How far is that going to get you? You're going to be able to buy a car, I guess? How far is stacking up going to get you, people? You guys got to understand, stop letting the wrong people educate you when it comes to wealth, generational wealth. Stop learning from people who don't have wealth. That's a problem too. A lot of us, we're so fooled by people who just know how to look nice when they drive a certain car, know how to dress nice. But when you ask them a real question, what do you own? What assets do you have? What do you have to show for all the years of you living? These are real questions. A lot of people can't answer. All they can say is, I have school debt, I've been saving, I have children, sometimes I'm married. Okay. Okay, children, that's an asset. Okay. Marriage, that's an asset. As long as you have the right partner. Okay. School debt, savings, that's it. You don't have nobody paying you rent. So you lived all your life. Do you own a house or are you paying somebody rent? Wow. At grown adult ages, we got people still paying $2,000 a month rent, $2,500 a month rent. What's crazy is interest rates are very low. You would think some people would have said, look, even though home prices are terrible, I might just actually look into maybe buying a home because, again, I'm going to have an affordable mortgage. But some people decide, no, I'm not going to own anything. I'm going to work check by check for the rest of my life and don't own nothing, jack shit. And at the end of the day, I'm going to blame everybody else because I'm not where I want to be. Really think about that for a moment. Nabil said something. Shouts out to Dubai, baby. Pakistan in the building, baby. And with inflation now, he says with inflation now, you have to find something to make money work for you. It's true. People a long time ago making $50,000, $60,000 a year was a lot of money. Making $80,000 a year was a lot of money, maybe 5 years ago. It's not anymore. Right now, you making $80,000 a year, you are still in the level of working check to check. You can't take a month off. You making $80,000 a year, you can't take a month off work. You can't do that. You can't do it. You can't take a month off work if you make $80,000 a year. You can't do that. You could take a week off. You could take a weekend off work. You can't take a month off work. Not with $80,000. No way, Jose, baby. There's no way you could say I'm gonna take 30 days off Have all my bills, everything's going to be fine. 30 days straight. Really? How many people could really do that? Even with 80,000, because the cost of living is too high. Let's make it even better. Could you not work for 3 months? You make 80,000 a year. Could you take off for 3 months? Really think about that for a moment. The cost of living is so high. Look at the price of bread now. Look at the price of juice. Look at the price of paper towels now. And we got a world of people putting 99% of their money in the bank, saving it. Banks is never going to make you rich. I don't know when are you guys going to get this through your head. Banks are going to always give you less than 1%. Banks are going to always put you in debt for a mortgage for the next 30 years. That's what banks do. Banks put you in debt. Here you go. You want a new home? Here you go. Great. Sign right here. You're going to, okay, great. You bought this home for $300,000. Great. Your payment's going to be $2,500 a month. All right. Times 12 times 30 years. Now you owe us $950,000 if you take 30 years to pay. That's what we call amortization. That's how banks work. It's sad because, again, we're in a world right now where a lot of people are financially struggling. So I'm always going to give you guys education to teach you guys the truth about life. Why is it important to invest? Why is it important to own assets that put money in your pocket? Why is it important to understand that you got to retire one day? Why is it important to understand that 90% of your money being in a bank is not going to ever make you rich? A lot of you don't understand. Based on your decisions right now, you will be working past 59. You may not see it yet. Some of you will be working past 59 years old because you do not understand the importance of investing. So today I talked about 5 reasons why you should be investing your money instead of saving all your money in the bank. Number 1, the importance of getting knowledge. YouTube is free. Google is free. There's so many multimillionaires, multi-billionaires on YouTube. You can get so much free advice from. You could always, of course, listen to all my great videos that I have on, of course, YouTube. And I have a lot of videos on IG. And I have a whole podcast called The Painful Truth. You could get a lot of great information on these videos. So there's really no excuse when it comes to knowledge. That's one of the main reasons why a lot of people struggle, lack of knowledge. Number 2, a lot of us are just so comfortable just saving because saving to us makes sense. And it's sad. If you are over the age of 20 years old and all you believe in is saving your money in a bank, and you believe that by theory you're going to be financially rich leaving all your money in the bank, I hope you understand you're lying to yourself. I have never met a person in my life, my whole 35 years of living, that said, I was able to save $1 million. Impossible. Impossible. Because the cost of living, because of people's salaries, it's very difficult to save $1 million. But can you invest? Can you invest and have $1 million waiting for you 3 to 5 years from now? Yes. So why not invest into stocks, crypto, entrepreneurship, real estate, whatever asset fits your lifestyle? At the end of the day, nobody can force you to invest. But again, you got to understand what investment asset makes sense for you. I also spoke about social factors. A lot of you need to let some of these friends go. Some of you have been hanging with the same friends that don't own shit. All they do is look good and drive good. And this is a real problem. All they do is drive foreign. All they do is put the filters on their social media. At the end of the day, people, you can hang with broke friends all your life. If you don't start to change the type of people you're hanging with, you're going to be broke for a very long time. It's so funny when I look at social media, everybody looks like they're rich, right? And then when you finally meet some of these people, they're struggling like there's no tomorrow. It's crazy. At the end of the day, people, when you want to win in life, you got to invest. You got to start hanging with people who are winning. You got to start hanging with people who understand investing. You got to stop asking bankers, people at the bank, for investment advice. People at the bank are customer service representatives. They don't know shit about investing. I would never ask a banker at a bank for investment advice. I'm going to just put my money in the bank if that's what I plan on doing. And then I'm going to take that money right back out and invest. I think I just caught an overdraft, last week. I just caught 2 overdrafts, I think. The lady said, damn, you don't keep no money in here. Hell no, I don't. Why would I keep money in the bank? For what? For what am I gaining? I just need enough money to pay my bills every month. That's it. You banks don't make me any money. You never did and you never will. All you do is take our money at 0 interest and invest it and give people loans to buy homes, put them in debt for 30 years. That's all you do. Give people these high-ass 23% credit card fucking rates. That's all these banks do. These banks are just ridiculous. A lot of us need to understand, people. if you're not educating your mind and empowering your mind, this world will leave you behind. Okay? Sometimes I get to the point, I'm be honest with you, man. Making money is not my issue anymore. And people that have been listening to me for the last maybe 5-6 years, and make sure you guys, if you guys are on my Facebook or on my IG, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, people. Every Tuesday night, I give a great informational live discussion on a great topic to teach you guys how to be better. Every Thursday night, I also do a relationship topic, which I find very impressive because a lot of us, we need relationship advice. And I've had a great journey of great relationships, so I kind of find it fun, me and my partner. Shouts out Mike, the advisor. Melrose was popping. And the reason I'm talking about this because, guys, I want y'all to get better. I want y'all to get better. A lot of us don't understand that at the end of the day, you can only get better by investing. You can only get better by not leaving all your money in the bank. That's the only way you can get better. You're not going to win putting 90% of your money in the bank. And it's happening because it's lack of knowledge. It's happening because lack of exposure. It's happening because we're the people you're hanging with broke people. You're hanging with little-minded people that think so small. Oh, let's just leave all our money in the bank and put it in a CD. You're hanging with people that don't understand investing. You're getting advice from bankers at banks that don't know shit about investing. If you're a customer service representative of a bank, you don't know shit about investing. And that's facts. You took a goddamn course, you took a class, you don't know shit about real life investing. That's just reality. And it's sad, but a lot of us, we take advice from these people. We got to do better. Let me take some comments. Let me take some questions. As you guys know who it is, your boy Bobby from Mentourme, man, the stock trader himself, the GOAT, as they call me, the man who makes a decent living trading stocks. I do make a decent living trading stocks. You know what's crazy? A big part of my journey, too, I want to say this, is that I never gave up on myself when it comes to making money. I took a lot of risk. I made a lot of mistakes. I let a lot of friends go because at the end of the day, some of these friends wasn't doing nothing for me except using me and borrowing money. So what was the point of them? Nothing. And then I started re-educating myself and started learning how the wealthy think and started investing just like the wealthy. At the end of the day, that's what this is all about. As I get older, I start realizing, too, that life is not about me anymore. It's about helping other people see things the way you see things, helping other people get better, helping other people start to make money, helping other people so people can make better money making decisions, such as taking all your money or some of your money out of banks and investing it into something. The other day, I was looking at one of my accounts and I said, man, I had maybe 20 or 40,000 in there sitting. I said, what is this? I said, hell no. I took that shit right out. I left maybe $1,000 in there or $2,000 in there, and I put it all in the stock market. Some people say, Bobby, you're crazy for putting all your money in the stock market. No, I'm not. Because I already know in the next 24 months, the market's going to be back where I need it to be. And all these stocks are going to be up that I bought that I'm currently down on, and I'm going to be laughing because I'm going to make a lot of fucking money. Now, a lot of you, or what you're going to do, you're going to leave all your money in the bank because you like to know when you walk into a bank, your banker knows your name. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, Kaisha. Hey, Jennifer. How you doing? Hey, Jessica. A lot of you like that shit. You like that. You like to know, that when you walk into a bank, the bank knows your name. Oh my God, Jennifer, how are you doing? How are your kids doing? That's not making you no money, people. That's not you knowing my name at a bank is not making me any money. What's making me money is if I invest. And that's why I want you guys to learn. I want you guys to stop putting 99% of your goddamn money in the bank. I want you guys to start investing into stocks, crypto, entrepreneur, something that whatever asset class makes sense to you. I got some questions, but guys, if you got questions, I'm going to answer some questions. And here we go. Brick was popping, baby. Rocket James say preach. Preach. Overdraft, BC9. I did have maybe one overdraft. I don't think it was two. When did you turn 35? You're 33. Oh no, I'm 35. Pearl, I'm 35, baby. I'm not 33, baby. You got the wrong age, baby. Brick says you got to do better. Miss Charles is in the building. She said, babe, Bobby, keep it clean. I'm gonna try my best. Sometimes it slips. I'm sorry. People, the goal is always, before I get off this live, I want you guys to know. I love all y'all so much. I want to give you guys information. I want to make sure you guys understand the truth, the painful truth. That's why I created a whole podcast called The Painful Truth. Make sure you get on Spotify and sponsor. And of course, follow me on Spotify. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have so many videos of great content so you could get better. And if you don't want to watch me, it's okay. Just get on YouTube and watch somebody else that's wealthy and learn from them. I just want you guys to learn that if you're to invest your money, stop leaving all your money in the banks. You're not going to win leaving all your money in the bank, people. Stop leaving all your money in the bank. Ah, what a beautiful night. You know, I could always remember. When I was young, I always said, Mama, I told my mother, I said, I want to be a millionaire. She says, just with the power of God, just believe. She says, never give up and just believe. I said, man, I kept trying. A lot of my friends gave up on me. This man, he lost 10,000 here. You lost 20,000 there. You lost 15,000 here. You lost 50,000 here. And then as you start making more money, you start losing bigger numbers. I lost 80,000 here. I lost 50,000 there. I lost 100,000 here. I started losing big numbers. But then I started to realize, hold on. As I'm looking at life, I said, man, why is other people struggling in this world and they have the same opportunity that I have? Well, what I've learned is that we're programmed differently. We're programmed very different. A lot of us are so comfortable leaving all our money in the bank because that's all we know. A lot of us believe that leaving all your money in the bank is going to make us rich. It doesn't. A lot of us were taught this by our parents. Leave all your money, every time you get paid, put all your money in the bank. But when was the last time putting all your money in the bank has ever made you rich? Have ever made you $1 million? Have ever made you even $100,000? They haven't. So when are you going to start investing? And tonight I talked about 5 reasons why 90% of us leave all our money in the bank, even though we financially struggle. Now I want you guys to understand this. At the end of the day, it's your life. You could always still leave your money in the bank after this live is done and let these banks get rich. Banks, they're going to keep getting richer and richer. Or you could one day say, hold on, maybe this guy is onto something. Maybe Mr. Mentourme is onto something. He keeps saying, invest our money into something. What if you would have invested your money into Bitcoin when it was five, 6 zeros, and you would have put maybe $100? You would have been a multi-millionaire today. What would have happened if, for the older folks, if you would have bought Amazon at $10, wow, it's $3,400 right now. You would be a multi-millionaire right now. You would not have to work. Now, for us younger folks, here's what's beautiful. There's a lot of great stocks that are at great prices. There's a lot of great cryptos that are at very low prices. The question is, do you have patience? If you invest, can you hold for 5 years? Can you hold for 6 years? That's the real question. Because I believe some of you want to invest. You may not know what to invest into, but you're like, damn, I really want to do this, but Bobby, I just want to know what's my next step. Your next step is just trying. It's just starting, taking the risk. I'm not saying take every dollar out the bank. I'm just saying, look, if you got, let's say, $5,000 in the bank, why don't you start investing $1,000? If you got $20,000 in the bank, why don't you try to take a $3,000 investment somewhere? If you got $100,000 sitting in the bank, why don't you take a $20,000 investment somewhere? Why not invest into maybe real estate and let people start paying you rent, start getting passive income, cash flow, where you're getting maybe $1,000, $2,000 profit every month. If you got $5,000 in the bank, why not invest $1,000 into crypto or stocks? Whatever makes sense to you. And at the end of the day, make sure you do your due diligence. But there's a lot of free information on YouTube that will guide you. As you guys know, this next Sunday, I have a crypto show. I'm going to be teaching you guys crypto. I see a lot of people already reserved their seats. I'm going to be teaching you guys crypto next Sunday. From 1 to 3:30, I'm teaching you guys crypto, the world of crypto as beginners. For a lot of you, come learn. And the reason I'm doing this is because a lot of people always ask me, how did I get to become a millionaire? And I get this question probably daily. How did you become a millionaire? It's all about the mindset, man. And I took a lot of risk. I invested. I'm still invested. And I'm very comfortable believing that at the end of the day, leaving money in the bank is never going to get you rich. So I don't like leaving money in the bank. It's so annoying. It bothers me. I don't like leaving. I like leaving whatever the bills is. That's the only amount of money I like to leave in the bank. Because at the end of the day, banks have never made anybody wealthy. The only time you could get wealthy with a bank is if they're giving you a loan to start a business, or they're giving you a loan to buy a house and you're able to maybe leverage the house because of equity. But at the end of the day, a lot of us don't realize that you don't get rich by leaving all your money in banks. Truly Blessed was popping. You get rich by investing in stocks. You get rich by investing in crypto. You get rich by investing into yourself. You get rich by believing in yourself and having people that love you come together. That's another problem we all have. We don't have to. Like, this is another problem we have. A lot of you want to make it by yourself. Why don't you gather some friends together? Like, if you got your friends, your aces, your dogs, your homeboys, your whatever the hell you want to call them, why don't y'all all come together? 3 of y'all, 4 of y'all, 5 of y'all, each of y'all put $10,000 and start investing together. Now what's happening is you're coming collectively into the world of investing, maybe into, I don't know, real estate, stocks, crypto, and start seeing, okay, does that work better? Because one person might have a better trade. One person might be a great researcher. One person might be a great trend analysis individual, good at charts. One person might just be good at, picking a stock because they're good at reading financials. But a lot of you have this thing where individualistic mindset. I want to make it by myself. Sorry about the beeping sound. That's my chicken cooking. Give me 1 second. Let me turn off my chicken that's cooking. Hold on. And I say this. Any questions you guys have, post your questions. I'm going to answer some questions tonight. And I think it'll be greatly suggested that you guys ask your questions because anybody that books me knows I charge $500 an hour to damn near $6 to $650 an hour. So if you have a question tonight, I'm going to actually answer some of your financial questions. Whatever question you have, post your questions. I'm in a great mood. I love it. Let me answer some of your financial questions, some of your stock questions, some of your crypto questions if you may have. I will be glad to answer some of your questions. Tonight, I gave you guys a nice introduction to the world of understanding why 90% of individuals leave all their money in the bank, even though it doesn't make them financially rich. And I explained to you why do they do it. So of course, you can rewatch the video when I post it. And it's also going to be on YouTube and, of course, my podcast. But at the end of the day, people, I want you guys to know I'm doing this because I want you guys to be better. I'm not doing this to ask you guys for money. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm doing this because I want you guys to get better. There's a lot of fake gurus on social media, everybody acting like they goddamn rich. I get it. And there's a lot of people that truly want you guys to win. I want you guys to truly win. And the only way I can have you guys truly win is by, of course, investing into yourself. Is start understanding the truth of life and what it takes to become wealthy, if that's something you want to become. How a young man like myself went from, $50 a week to a millionaire. And I'm literally 35 years old. I have no debt. I'm financially free. And I live a pretty good life, thanks to the man above. Truly Blessed, you said you have a question. What's your question? Go ahead. Truly Blessed has a question for me. If you guys have any questions involving your finances, involving stocks, crypto, I'll be glad to answer your questions. Okay. Queen Jules asked a question. What is the most important tip to pay back college debt? Well, first of all, when it comes to college debt, one is how much debt do you have? Let's say, for example, you have $50,000 worth of debt. One thing I always tell people is that we got to understand there's two things we need to think about. One is you went to college, you got a degree in something. One is how much money do you make a year, right? Why is that important? Because based on how much money you make a year tells me how much money you could save a year, right? Now, when you have college debt, you ask yourself, how can you pay back a debt? Hypothetically, you owe $100,000, but you only make $40,000. I'm just saying, hypothetically. You ask yourself, well, Bobby, how can I pay off that debt? There's only one way to pay it off. You have to, of course, invest into something that could pay that monthly payment off for you. People, a lot of us don't realize that when we get into a job, we like to just put our legs up and think that life is perfect. No, it's not. You have a college debt. And if you have a college debt, to me, you should be investing into something that could pay that college debt at least 2 times to 3 times per month. Hypothetically, if your bill is, I don't know, $100, you should be investing into something that can at least bring you $600 a month to pay that college debt as quick as possible, because it's accruing compound interest every single month. So for me, how I look at it, let's say, for example, I have to pay college debt $200 a month. I'm going to invest into something that could bring me $600 a month. And that's how I'm going to pay that college debt, and I'm going to pay it very fast. You have to learn how to invest into something. I don't care if it's stocks, crypto, entrepreneurship, maybe just hustling. Hustling meaning buying things on Craigslist and just selling them, just flipping things. But something has to pay that college debt, and that something cannot be your salary. I hope I answered that question for you. And this is a common thing. That's a great question she asked, because a lot of us don't understand. When we get these jobs, we think the college debt is going to naturally go away. No, it's not. You get a job in life to build a foundation, to eventually save, to eventually take some of your savings to invest into something that could pay your debt off. Because a lot of people don't understand these debts, these college debts, it haunts you to the day that you die. And my things to people is, I'm always showing when I go to colleges, educating them on different ways to take some of your paycheck to invest into something so you could at least make 2-3 times the college payment per month. So if my college payment is $200, I'm trying to figure out something that I can make $600 a month to pay off that debt. And I have a lot of students doing that right now in different colleges that I spoke to. That's a great question, by the way. Eric, what's popping? I'm going to answer yours in a minute. Let me answer Truly first. Truly Blessed says, I made some money on Coinbase. Okay, so Truly Blessed says she made some money on Coinbase. What I'm doing right now for all of you that's live on IG and Facebook, I'm going to answer some questions. If you have a financial question, if you have a crypto question, if you have just a general question, tonight I'm going to be answering some questions, even if it's just personal finances that you want me to just answer some of your questions. It's fine. Truly Blessed says, I made some money on Coinbase. Okay, so obviously she's investing into crypto. Okay, I sold my shares. Now the money is not in my wallet on Coinbase. Hold on. Truly, question. There's a processing time with Coinbase. When you sell a stock, it's not a stock, sorry. When you sell a crypto, hypothetically, you sold it today. Based on what type of account you have, it's usually in your cash balance already there. Now, if it's not there, it might be there in maybe 1 to 4 days. This is very common because based on the type of account you have with Coinbase, it may be there probably by tomorrow, late tomorrow morning, maybe in 2 days. But again, one thing I love about Coinbase, yes, they are not governed or insured, but at the end of the day, they are a very good company. I stand strong behind Coinbase. Coinbase is a very strong company to me. And I've had that happen to me in the past where you sold a crypto, your money's not there right now. You give it about 2 days, then it hits your cash portfolio. So I would say just give it some time. That's all that is. Maybe 2 days and you'll see it. That's all that is. Eric is in the building. People, Eric is in the Finellis in the building. I once heard crabs don't belong in a barrel. If one gets out, if they remain attached, they'll pull others out. They'll pull others out of that barrel. Break down, work together, pull each other up. Tell your friends who claim to have it, to give you insight. Ease and beats. People, Eric, let me tell you, man, I really appreciate that. And a lot of us don't understand what he's saying. When you're trying to grow in life, we got to stop this thing where we're trying to do it all by ourselves. It's okay to let people help. It's okay to work together to make it in life, people. I don't know no multi-millionaire, billionaire that made it by themselves. At the end of the day, people, work with other people. As you're growing and you're accelerating, help other people come up too. Help other people grow too. It's okay. That's how you get your blessings. Shouts out to my boy Eric, man. He's a blessing, man. Truly says, should they give me my money? No, they're going to give you your money. No, it's not like your money's stolen. You just got to give it some processing time. I'm assuming, Truly, that you sold it today. So probably by usually maybe tomorrow or the next day, you finally, when you go back in your Coinbase, or even late tonight, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, you'll see it right there in your cash wallet. Eric says, if you did a withdrawal, you're going to have to wait for the funds to be available, which is true, because a lot of people don't understand. Not every time you sell crypto, it's not always readily available. The fund sometimes has to process a little bit. Sometimes a day, sometimes 2 days. And you can imagine sometimes 3 days. It happens like that. Sometimes even 5 days. But your money's not going anywhere. And it'll definitely be there for sure. I doubt Coinbase is, I haven't heard that as of now. I mean, Coinbase is doing really good business. I got to give it to them. Their fees are ridiculous, but I'm a big fan of the company because of the simplicity of their platform. I use Coinbase Pro a lot. I think they're a great company. And I like how they have a semi-customer service. When you email somebody, you get a response. You get customer service. So I got to respect Coinbase on a lot of different aspects compared to other crypto platforms that you email them, nobody responds for days, which is ridiculous. Coinbase, usually the same day or same hour, somebody's already responding to you. I'm a big fan of Coinbase. I've been with them almost like 9 years. Hi, Rob. What's going on, baby? I'm answering some questions tonight about finances. People, if you have some finances, I appreciate you, Eric. Queen Jewel says, Bitcoin 101. How much is a good amount to start investing with? What percentage of your income is a healthy amount to invest in? If you're going to invest into any asset, the politically correct answer, you invest what you're comfortable losing. But if you told me, okay, well, Bobby, look, I have $5,000 saved. If you were me, how much of that $5,000 would you invest? I usually tell a person, if you're a beginner investor, invest 20%, which would be $1,000. But the politically correct answer when it comes to investing, you invest what you're comfortable losing. Not saying you will lose. It's just saying, if you lost $1,000, would you feel away? If you say to yourself, if the answer to that question is no, I would feel no way, Bobby, invest $1,000. As you get better and you start seeing that you're making more money, you will naturally invest more money into whatever you're investing into. In your case, it's crypto. And to me right now, there's a lot of crypto that's very cheap, that's very inexpensive, such as CRO, AMP, and many cryptos, we're talking pennies. We're talking 40, 30 cents. This is a great opportunity for a lot of you to get yourself in the world. Again, this is not financial advice. It's just me telling you, if I were you, I would definitely be looking into the cheaper cryptos that have a purpose. That's just my opinion. But Queen Jules, I hope I answered that question for you. Eric says, free, download the app. Download the Coinbase app for sure. Link your account. Get your money uploaded, people. Coinbase is an amazing company. And at the end of the day, you're going to love it. How much is Coinbase Pro? Coinbase Pro is actually a free app that comes with Coinbase. And when you download Coinbase, you use the same username and password for Coinbase Pro. I'm more of a real trader, so I love Coinbase Pro instead of Coinbase. But at the end of the day, I do have, I have Coinbase, the wallet. I have the DeFi. I think Coinbase is I like Coinbase a lot. Again, people complain to me, oh, Bobby, their fees are so crazy high. Each your own. I like them for a lot of other reasons. I like the fact that they actually work side by side with the government. I'm going to tell you why is that important. There's a less likely chance that your money is going to get stolen. And that's how I look at that. So the old CEO was the owner of TD Ameritrade, which is a multi-billion-dollar company. And that company got bought out by Charles Schwab. So I'm a big fan of Coinbase for a lot of different reasons that a lot of people do believe in or don't believe in. At the end of the day, I love Coinbase. I think Coinbase is a great company. Super fan of Coinbase. Because, again, I believe in why make something hard when it could be so simple. And I love Coinbase for that. This is simplicity. Buy what crypto you want to buy. Click it, boom, it's bought. It's just that simple. You don't even need nobody to teach you how to use Coinbase. It's really self-explanatory. But if you guys need somebody to teach you, you could always go on YouTube. They have many free videos. They'll show you step by step on how to buy a crypto on Coinbase or Coinbase Pro if you guys want. I hope I answered all your questions. Any other questions before I get off? No, there's no monthly fee for Coinbase Pro. It's actually free. You use the same username and password. It's just a more advanced version because now you get to do limit orders. You get to, of course, Eric, see, this is what I love. See, people helping people. Eric is giving us many other cryptos that you guys should look into. Luna, Near, Luna, Luna, Near, NEAR, VET, which is I think that's VeChain, Algorand. People, these are, and this is coming from an individual. I personally know him. That's family. This is brother here. Eric is well educated. It's not like you're getting advice from a person that don't know what the hell they're talking about. The guy's well educated. So if he's giving you guys these cryptos he suggests you guys look into, it's for a reason. And again, for a lot of you, this is what this is all about. Everybody helping everybody. That's how we grow. Share this video, educate people, help other people grow, man. This is what it's all about. Queen Jewel's got another question. What is your main purpose of making money? Oh, so I don't have to struggle. That's an easy question. That's a great question too. She asked me, what's my main purpose of making money? My main purpose, I don't want to struggle. See, I grew up struggling, and me knowing that I grew up struggling, and now I have an option and an opportunity to not struggle, I'll choose the opportunity and the option to not struggle. So I choose to invest and make money so I don't have to struggle. But I want to say this to a lot of people. There's nothing wrong with investing and making money, but never make money your God. Understand what I'm saying to you. There's nothing wrong with investing and making money, but never make money your God. As long as you can understand what I just said, a lot of you will always be financially free. Never let money ruin your friendships. Never put money in front of your parents. Never put money in front of great people. If there's loyalty in your friendship, keep the loyalty, not the money. A lot of us, when we start making money, pride and ego change and, forget everybody. You know what I mean? Like, forget everybody. No. Hey, love everybody. Stay humble. And that's something so important too. For a lot of you that want to start making money, you start investing. As you start making money, one thing I want to say to all of you, don't stay humble. Don't forget where you came from. Like, don't start changing and forget everybody. No, stay humble. Okay? Don't ever change. I'm the same me when I was making $50,000 to the same me making $500,000 a year. I'm the same me. Nothing has changed about me. I'm still goofy. I'm still that same guy. The only thing, my income has changed. But at the end of the day, I love that about myself. I built that character because I had to learn that at the end of the day, how do you continuously stay blessed is staying humble. It's not about, when you start making money, you realize it's not hard. It's not hard. But you got to stay humble. And you got to start helping other people. And that's how you're going to keep growing. I'm telling you, it never stops. Eric, what's up? He says, I'm also in the crypto space. I am the VP of sales at a company called compassmining.io, which is a Bitcoin mining company. For a lot of you that don't understand what mining is, long story short, years ago, before crypto has gotten to a point where it's getting developed, you could have, let me say it in a way we could understand, you could have created your own Bitcoin. You still could do it now, but electrical prices is pretty expensive, where you could have mined your own Bitcoin through what we call, in computers, there's something called video cards. You could have created your own Bitcoin with electricity of a home and having a strong video card / CPU to a certain degree. You can still do it now, but it's not the same. But there is people promoting it on YouTube. That is not my world, okay? But they say they're doing $300 of Bitcoin per day. I don't know if it's true or not, but I want to tell you at the end of the day, you could actually mine Bitcoin. And if you want to know more about mining, feel free to get on YouTube. What Eric said. Eric said, hey, Eric, look, you're right about that. You know what? I'm not eating 4 for $4 Wendy's no more. I'm not going to lie. When I was broke, okay, I would eat McDonald's. I remember there was 39-cent cheeseburgers. And I used to go every Sunday to make sure I get like 6 cheeseburgers so I can last the whole week when I was a little kid. As I got older, I always wanted to know where's the deals. Okay, where's the 4 for $4s? Where is the 2 for $2s? Where's the Big Macs, the 2 for people? But as you make money, money changes you for the better or changes you for the worse. And I always want to tell you guys that because it magnifies who you are. If you were ignorant, you're going to be ignorant with money. If you were not ignorant and you was a humble person, you're going to be humble with a lot of money. And I always say that because when you guys see rappers on TV and different actors and you ask yourself, what made this person start taking drugs or what made this person start shooting people with all this wealth they have? They're not humble. They're not humble. They just have a lot of money. Money doesn't solve all your problems. Money just gives you one thing, a lifestyle. That's all money does. It gives you the ability to buy whatever you want. People, it's a blessing. I hope I'm going to try to do this usually I do it every Tuesday night. Okay. I usually do this type of live every Tuesday night. Make sure you guys tune in on my YouTube. Get on my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube, share this video. Appreciate all of you coming down tonight and enjoying a great 1-hour conversation with your boy Bobby from Mentourme.com. I love you all. Anytime I'm live, you will get the notification. Make sure you click the button up top. You get the notification from IG or Facebook to know that I'm live. Get on my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube, subscribe to my Spotify. It's called The Painful Truth. This is your boy Bobby from Mentourme.com. Appreciate the love. Appreciate all of you guys. Shouts out to Eric. Shout out to Truly Blessed. Shouts out to Queen Jules. Shouts out to Fees, Keys. I can't even say some of these names. But shouts out to SMG Hot Rod. Shouts out to Sharita. Shouts out to Miss K. Joseph. Shouts out to, boy, y'all got some names. MB 2.00. Shouts out to Jastry Gold. Man, I can't say some of y'all IG names. I love y'all. See y'all soon. Mentorme.com. You guys have a great night.